as a response to the challenge brought by COVID-19 pandemic that has also affected the sector of education, leading to envisioning the so-called new normal. In education, new normal requires to unlearn what we have always known. The rows of tasks, heavy bugs, tangible outputs, physical interactions, public exams, mass lectures, and even parent-teacher relationship. With this premise, distance learning is directly correlated as enabler of this new normal delivery mode of education, depending much on online learning and digital means to adapt as education practices transit to the new normal. Learning will shift from public space to personal space as students study at the comfort and safety of their homes at their own pace. This changed the social interaction from physical to virtual. The new normal also means shift in the teaching delivery mode from one-size-fits-all to individualized and differentiated learning, where students can progress through the curriculum of different speeds and use different resources based on their own particular learning needs. This facet looks into the challenge of producing and redesigning learning programs and materials that cater the individual needs of students and their access to internet connectivity and digital resources. Another facet to consider is the shift of responsibility in learning facilitation that requires the active participation of household members, providing guidance and assistance throughout the home-based learning scheme. The new normal needs also to be defined in terms of new and alternative means of evaluating learning to monitor student individual achievement. Learning online has long been proven to be beneficial to students and community facing certain circumstances like what COVID-19 pandemic caused. No matter what the situation is, learning has to be consistently achieved by every student, for living means learning.
Good day, learners! Welcome again to our online learning class. This is again your teacher on screen, Teacher Carissa, a MAPEH teacher from Burauen Comprehensive National High School of Burauen, Leyte. And together, let us fight stress and find serenity. Let us know our objective for today. After going through our lesson, you are expected to differentiate eustress from distress. Are you ready? So am I. Let's start.
We're tramping through the bush. On and on we push. Into the thick of it.
To begin our lesson, let us have first our pre-assessment to check your prior knowledge for our lesson for today. On the screen, you will see different situations. Draw a smile emoticon if you think the situation is a eustress, and draw a sad emoticon if you think the situation is a distress. Write your answer on your notebook. Alright, are you all set? Let's begin.
You are given 10 seconds to answer each item.
let's reveal the answers. How's your score? Were you able to answer all items correctly? If yes, great job! If you didn't, well, that's fine. You can again watch the video to fully understand our lesson.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Ugh.
Hi everyone. Before we begin, we at Psych2Go would like to give a big thank you for your support. Psych2Go's mission is to make psychology and self-care topics more accessible to everyone. In today's video, we will be discussing the 6 signs of stress you shouldn't ignore. It's important to listen to your body. It gives many signals that show you it's time to de-stress. Sometimes you may think you're not stressed, but your body can tell you otherwise. Let's take a look at some signs now. 1. Your appetite changes, making unhealthier eating choices. You may start eating irregularly, whether that is overeating or undereating. A study by Candia, Yake, Jones, and Meyer on 272 female college students revealed that 81% had a change in appetite when stressed, while 80% of the students reported that they made healthy eating choices regularly. Only a third of them ate healthy when stressed. People who ate more when stressed chose foods that were significantly sweeter or greasier than their usual choices. 2. You experience digestive issues. Has there been a time when you had digestion issues out of the blue? Your digestive system may also work against you regardless of what you eat. Even if you eat healthy, stress can cause issues such as stomach pain, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, and more. Maybe it's not the food's fault your tummy feels funny. It could mean that you're stressed. 3. You feel all sorts of negative feelings. You may feel all sorts of tension, restlessness, and even depression. Stress impacts muscle tension and mood. It can be why you feel anxious, irritable, overwhelmed, sad, or depressed. A study found significant associations of acute and chronic stress with depression. While stress doesn't necessarily cause depression, it can be a possible factor as stress dysregulates bodily functions and moods. 4. You experience sleep issues and low energy. Are you having a hard time with sleep lately? A study on 2,316 people showed that those experiencing more stressful events had a higher risk of insomnia. Continuously having poor sleep may make you feel sluggish during the day. The change in eating habits mentioned before may also contribute to low blood sugar, leading to feelings of low energy. 5. Deep breathing can become difficult. Stress and strong emotions can cause the breathing airway to constrict, resulting in symptoms such as shortness of breath and rapid breathing, almost like panting. Some studies show that acute stress can actually cause an asthma attack or a panic attack. And 6. Cravings for substance misuse become stronger. Like food, substances may cause temporary immediate satisfaction in the brain, so you feel better. However, abusing anything you intake can have devastating consequences, such as excessively consuming alcohol or nicotine. Are you craving substances or even unhealthy food more than normal? It may be a sign that you're stressed. We can see that all these physical symptoms impact each other, impact your mood, and impact your behavior. If you notice that you're experiencing several of these symptoms mentioned, it may be your body telling you to take a break. Be sure to take care of yourself and get the rest you need. After all, you only have one body.
What was the video all about? That's right! You just have watched the effects of stress to our body. Have you been into a situation wherein you experience too much stress? If yes, what did you do? If you haven't, what will you do if you suffer from too much stress? And this will be our topic for today. Interesting, right? One concept linked to mental and emotional health is stress. It is an avoidable reality of life, but it's not always a bad thing. It has both positive and negative.
Stress can be defined as any type of change that causes physical, emotional, or psychological strain. Stress is your body's response to anything that requires attention or action.
Stress is not always a bad thing in life. There are two types of stress: the eustress and the distress. Again, it has both positive and negative.
Some stress is good and can trigger your fight or flight mechanisms to help you handle emergencies. But too much stress can have a serious consequence for your health. There are two types of stress: the eustress and the distress. Eustress means beneficial stress. It is a positive form of stress having a beneficial effect on health, motivation, performance, and emotional well-being, such as promotions or vacations. Feel-good chemicals called endorphins are released. The other form of stress is the distress. It is a form of stress with negative implications that can lead to physical and mental problems.
For your next activity, you will see on the screen different situations. Write true if the statement is correct, and write false if the statement is incorrect. Write your answer on your notebook. Alright, are you all set? Let's begin!
You are given 10 seconds to answer each item.
Let us now reveal the answers. Great job for participating for our discussion today. Today, we have learned that stress is inevitable. It is a normal happening in our life. We cannot avoid nor escape it. For every challenges and changes comes with stress, which is normal, and everyone is experiencing it from time to time. That ends our discussion. I hope you learned a lot from today's lesson. What we can do is to face and accept the things that we cannot change, and accept the responsibilities to change what we can. This is again your teacher on screen, Teacher Carissa, and together, let us have a stress-free mind. Goodbye!
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Ugh. We're tramping through the bush. On and on we push. Into the thick of it. But we can't see where we're going.
Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Let us let go.
Find is nothing.
Let us know our objective for today.
Into the thick of
After
it.
going through
Into
our
the thick of
lesson,
it. Into the thick of it. But we can't
let us
see
know
where
our
we're
objective
going.
for today.